Today I want to talk about why I am not stacking gold right now. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thanks so much for watching. Today I wanted to talk about gold and the reasons as to why I am not stacking right now. At least I should say not stacking as hard as I once was. As I am recording this video, we see that the gold price yet again has just closed out right around all-time highs, $2,657. Gold has been on a tear. There's a lot of reasons as to why this is. We are seeing that the conflict in the Middle East between Israel, we have and Hamas and Lebanon now, that is continuing to increase in terms of aggression. We're seeing that the war in Ukraine and Russia, that is also continuing. We also are seeing that recently the Fed cut rates by 0.5%, which sent metals skyrocketing. Silver has also been doing very well recently. But right now, we're focusing on gold. The price is $2,657 per ounce. And so why am I not stacking? Well, the obvious reason is that gold right now is pricey. A lot of people think that gold is too expensive to get. And being that 1 ounce gold tends to be, your best bet in terms of value, buying the most amount of gold with the least amount of premium, it is becoming increasingly difficult to do. And I know I'm not alone in this. I definitely am a stacker. That's why I started this channel. But I'm also a precious metals dealer. And so those of you that have been following my channel for the last 5 years, you know that I started out with very little gold. I think maybe 4 ounces that I bought back in like 2006, 2007, when gold was, I think, like $880 an ounce. My goodness, wasn't that a good time to buy gold? And so I've been stacking. Last 5 years that I've been selling gold and silver, and a lot of the profits that I've been making, not only do I reinvest that money back into the business, but then obviously some of the money I will take and put it into gold and precious metals like silver. So in terms of stacking and the price right now, to me, it's quite expensive. I've spoken to a lot of different dealers and people within the stacking community who feel that, gold below $3,000 an ounce is a deal. I don't disagree, but there's definitely a psychological barrier, at least for me, that is kind of making me hit pause on stacking, at least as hard as I once was. And recently I had also sold, I think, like 5 gold buffaloes just to free up some cash, get some cash flow for the business. And then I quickly repurchased those buffaloes to put right back into the stack. And I paid quite a bit more. It was almost like an expensive short-term bridge loan to myself. But shortly after I purchased those 5 gold buffaloes again, gold prices went way up. So I've been very lucky in terms of my timing. Now, I'm not really picking the time at which I'm buying it. If I want it, I'm going to buy it. I'll try to put as much money aside as I can, and then I'll buy the gold that I want. I'm not trying to time the markets. I'm not waiting. I'm not saying, oh, maybe tomorrow I'm going to, purchase gold and hope that the prices come down. No, just trying to time the markets like that won't work. But I wanted to make sure that I had my gold buffalo tube complete. I had it complete. Then I made a quick sale, and then I ended up repurchasing the gold buffaloes. But in terms of the price right now, $2,656 spot price is pricey. And that's not what you're going to be paying for gold coins, especially if you're going to be buying like 1 ounce coins. You're going to probably pay, anywhere between $50 to $100 over spot, depending on the coin and the dealer. So in terms of stacking like 1 ounce pieces, numismatic pieces, things like that, I'm hitting pause. What am I going to stack then in terms of gold? I will continue to buy smaller pieces. I would say right now, the sweet spot for a lot of people used to be the 1/4 ounce. I don't really care too much for 1/2 ounce pieces. But the sweet spot for me, I would say, in terms of stacking to get that kind of gold fix, would be to do 1/4 ounce and then 1/10 ounce. I'll show some of my 1/10 ounce gold collection in just a few moments. I'm getting there, guys. I'm just doing the gold porn right now for those of you that like to see this stuff. So I am going to probably continue to buy 1/10 ounce pieces here and there that I really like. I've got one more 1 ounce gold piece that I bought as a gift to myself. Essentially, I had my biggest deal ever just about a month ago. Sold $250,000 worth of gold buffaloes to a customer of mine. And as payment, what I ended up doing is I took that payment and bought this gold Maltese cross. 1 ounce gold Maltese cross. I've got the 1/10 ounce, but I wanted to get this in a 1 ounce piece. So to me, it's a no-brainer. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I wanted to have it. And, you know, again, I worked pretty hard to get that $250,000 deal, so I figured, why not? John Wick. Finally watched all the movies. So, 1/10 ounce, 1/4 ounce, that's what I'm going to be buying. I also, the other reason why I'm not really stacking gold like I once was is I hit my goal. My goal was to get 50 ounces of gold and then to stop. But what ends up happening is you end up getting, you know, certain coins come across your way that you just really, really like, and you just kind of have to have it. And so I would buy it. And so I'm a little over that now. I'm like around 56 ounces, give or take. Once that 1 ounce gold Maltese cross gets here, I will be right around 56 ounces. So because I'm at that goal, thank God I'm there, and spot is way above my cost average, I am going to be stacking more cash. In addition to stacking more cash, I am going to be investing more into the stock market. I already have money in, you know, 401k and a 403b and mutual funds and savings accounts, etc. But I would like to invest a little bit more into the stock market. I feel like that's an area in which I can be investing a little bit more of my money. The gold, thank God, has been performing very, very well. And some of the money that I do have on the side from my business that I put into an E-Trade account, and I picked a lot of blue chip companies, those are also doing well, but I'd like to do more of that. I essentially feel that my nest egg is set in terms of gold and silver. I also might unload some silver in the not too near future. I'm always selling as part of the business, but some of my own personal silver, you see some of these collectible pieces and what have you. There's some pieces that I don't really care for. I've been selling for 5 years. I don't really get attached. If somebody wanted any of these pieces back here that you see, made me a nice enough offer, I'd probably sell it. But in terms of investing in the stock market and investing some of my money into various blue chip companies, you've seen in this channel, I've done a lot of videos talking about mining companies. And my portfolio in miners is not as, I would say, robust as I would like it. In fact, the money that I am bringing in from my job, my salary, and my precious metals business, I'm essentially just rolling that right back into the business. And I had my goal of getting physical gold, 50 ounces. There's more here, which I'm going to show you in just a few moments. But what I wanted to do is talk to you about the sponsor of today's video, which is West Mining Corporation. I have a couple of notes here that I'm going to be referring to as I'm talking to you about this company, but I wanted to present this information to you guys too, because I do think that this company has a pretty good opportunity. Because obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. You do need to do your own research. And essentially what I want to show you right now is their balance sheet. So the company West Mining Corporation, ticker is WESMF. I want to talk to you about the value proposition. Just to recap plainly in less than like 2 minutes, so you can understand my level of conviction that there is a crazy disconnect between the market cap and the potential underlying value for this company. So the company's book value, essentially it's normally the asset minus its total liability. So in the case of this company, there's a clear discount for investors. So the numbers are as follows. The market cap is $4.45 million as of September 17th. But the total assets of the company, this is crazy, is $8,600,000. So keep in mind, though, that this is a company with total liabilities of only $322,000 as of April 30th. So you've got this company, total assets, $8.6 million, with only $322,000 in liabilities. So at the current valuation of West Mining Corp, at $4.45 million, this stock is trading at 51% of a discount to its book value. So that essentially is putting this at a stock price of only 16 cents. So the value proposition is intriguing. Think of it like this. If West Mining Corp ceased operations, sold all of its assets, and distributed the cash to the investors, the value per share would roughly be double the current stock price. So just don't act like you didn't know after I told you this point. Also, West Mining Corp has exponential potential. They've got extensive gold and copper operations through its Spanish Mountain West and Junker properties. Its geological team uses innovative techniques like multispectral satellite imaging, really crazy new age stuff, to identify potential mineral deposits more precisely. Moreover, its flagship asset is the Cana project. It's located near Nelson, British Columbia, and it includes 3 adjoining properties, Cana, Daylight, and Athabasca, which have an estimated resource of over 3 million ounces of gold, both indicated and inferred. So essentially, the Cana project, it's got an estimated 561,000 ounces of gold in the indicated category and 2,773,000 ounces in the inferred category. So these estimates come from various zones within the project, including the Gold Mountain, Cana Gold, and Daylight zones. They also have historic mines. So the Daylight property within the Cana project includes several historic mines, such as the Daylight, Starlight, Victoria, Irene, Great Eastern mines. And so these mines have historical significance and add to the project's potential for further resource discovery. Essentially, you add it all up, and West Mining Corp owns premium assets that should appreciate as gold rises. And with the stock already trading at a significant discount to its book value, the risk reward is very attractive related to the competitors in the junior mining space. So essentially, there's 5 main reasons as to why this might be worth your time to look into further. If gold keeps rising, small miners with the untapped reserves like West Mining Corp could see the biggest boost in their stock prices. Obtaining organic growth is difficult for large gold miners, making West Mining Corp more than just a bet on gold prices. Sometimes these junior miners also get positioned to get acquired by these larger mining companies. West Mining Corp is already trading at a significant discount to its book value, which I discussed earlier, which is a big sign that it's undervalued. Company's management has a history of identifying valuable gold deposits, which gives credibility to the idea that there is more gems that are going to be added to the portfolio. And lastly, West Mining Corp's low share price makes it investable for accounts of all sizes. Again, we said earlier that we're just talking like cents here, 16 cents right now for the current stock price. So it doesn't really get any more attractive than this. That's just my opinion on this company. And if you want some more information on West Mining Corporation, I'm actually putting a link down in the description for you to take a look. If you want some more recent information on their annual information form and other public filings, it's available under its profiles at cedarplus.ca. I'm going to put that link down in the description as well. But that is a company that I do think that you guys want to definitely take a look at. I'm going to show you some of the 10th ounce gold coins in just a moment. But going back to why I said that I am going to be putting more money into the stock market. Again, there's some areas that I can certainly improve upon my positions. So junior miners and energy definitely is an area in which I can allocate more funds and resources to. Also, I think the pharmaceutical you know, in the healthcare sector, I could be putting a bit more money into. I'm pretty heavy in the technology space. I've got some in defense, but, you know, I also have some, you know, VOO and some other essentially safe play companies, but all blue chip stuff. I'm curious also, those of you that are watching the video, you know, what are some of the stocks that you guys really, really like? Man, oh man, some of you have heard my stories about you know, Apple. I owned 75 shares back in the mid 2000s at, I want to say, 44 bucks a share. And had I have, that's $37.50 total investment. Had I have left that alone back in like 2006, had I left that alone, it'd be like 4,100 shares right now, valued at $966,000. That's arguably my biggest mistake ever when it comes to trading. That's part of the reason why I think that gold, I've done pretty well with it. It's one of those things that I just can't part with. And it essentially makes me just hold onto my gold positions. So that is one of the reasons why I really believe in gold. It's a really good way to save money. Most recent purchase, got the gold Lunar Tiger in an MS-70. I've wanted this for such a long time. Thank you to you-know-who for trading that to me for a beautiful piece as I knock everything over. It's no longer MS-70, huh? So here's some of the 10th ounce gold. This is the stuff that I think you guys should kind of consider buying, stacking. We've got the reverse proofs and the gold eagle, which is right here. This comes out in the 10th ounce size in March of 2025. If that's something you're interested in getting, make sure you reach out to me. I've sold at least 300 to 400 of these lynxes. This was the first in the series. I've sold at least 100 of the bulls, another 100 of the stallions. But this is like my, you know, small fractional collection. Makes it fun. Wait until you see the tiniest of the tiny. This is a Britannia, an older one. It's got like a rose gold color to it. Might be hard to see in this kind of light, but really nice coin. I'm curious, those of you, oh, here's the Maltese Cross. Sorry if it's not focusing, but beautiful coin. Both sides of this thing are stunning. Can't wait to get the 1 ounce piece in hand. Tiger. I've got all the kookaburras. Here's another lunar dragon. Wait, they're the same? Yeah. I don't know why I did that. I got the 10th and the 1/4 ounce. Well, maybe I'll sell one of them. I don't, what? I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Weird. Maybe I'll sell one of them. I'm like confused. I'm like looking at them. Why the hell do I have a 1/4 ounce? I must have bought that by accident. Here's another 10th ounce dragon. This year, the dragon, man, they like had so many releases. Koi fish. I mean, who doesn't like a good koi fish? You know what I'm saying? Trident. We got a trident. We got a phoenix. I can't tell which way is up or down, but gold phoenix, another beautiful coin. Lady Justice. Sometimes you could get these 10th ounce coins for less than like an American gold eagle. These are from the Commander series or the Great Generals. I forget. I think it's the Commander series from SD Bullion, Patton, and Napoleon. What else do I have? Oh, this is the tiniest of the tiny. I'll show that last. And then here are my kookaburras in no particular order. I don't remember which one is which from which year. These have skyrocketed in value. These are like 400 bucks, some of them, 350, 400 bucks, maybe even more. I'm glad I got this series, and I'll continue to buy these. It'd be kind of cool if they retro mint. I don't know if they could do that, but if they take the old silver ones and somehow restrike them in gold, that would be pretty flippin' awesome. But there's the gold kookaburras. And here's the tiniest of them all. You guys have been so patient. check this out. Let's get these little birdies right there. All right. Look at this one. This thing is like 0.5 gram. I can't even tell. There we go. It's Al Capone. Here, I'm going to hold it like this. I'm going to zoom in on the camera. Got like a poker chip and a pistol in the background. So tiny. Al Capone half a gram coin. It's like, it's like, why even bother at that point? I don't know, but whatever. High premium piece, but I like Al Capone's stuff. It's you know, he's a piece of history, that guy. Anyhow, that's why I'm holding off on stacking gold. I've essentially hit my goal, and I'm just going to really be stacking 10th ounces. If gold prices continue to go up to, you know, the upper 2000s, 2800, 2900, I mean, you're going to be hard pressed to buy yourself 1 ounce gold pieces. It'll be interesting to see how the mint handles that. And it'll be interesting too to see how much more premiums are going to come down, because I know a lot of dealers are hurting right now and they are struggling to sell gold to even make a profit. They're buying way behind spot just to be able to sell close to spot or right above spot, just to make that little bit of margin. But very tricky time right now. In the comments, let me know, what are you doing when it comes to stacking gold? And also, I wouldn't mind any stock tips from some of you guys. Message me for some companies, maybe even some junior miners that you've been buying and holding, or maybe buying and selling. Just let me know what you're doing, and I'll take a look. Be curious to hear what you guys have to say. But thanks so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.